Boom. And we are live. Back at the house, not doing the whole iPhone thing. Like, I kind of haven't really had time to do that. The winds have been so insane lately that, like, that pretty much comes out of question. But let me open up this chat window. Super chat should be enabled for you guys. If it's not, oh well.
Oh, look at that.
Got some people. Ray Morales says he's early. So is Pepe. Thanks for showing up, guys. What's up, Florida Inshore Fishing? What's up, Aquaholic Fishing? It'd be cool if you could check out my channel. Cool. Alright, guys. Let me make, if anything's going wrong here, let me know. But today we're going to be talking about our Corpus trip. We're going to be talking about fishing lately, where the fish are going to be, and we're going to be talking about some stuff coming up. And the first thing that I want to talk about is, yes, we did not have a video go out this week. I do apologize. Last week I was in Corpus for 5 days fishing for the tournament, and didn't have a video ready. And I figured I'd be able to edit there. I wasn't able to edit there. Wasn't able to upload anything there. So I missed an upload last week. That's kind of what this live stream is about. So we're going to do a giveaway at the end of the live stream to make up for the fact that we missed an episode last week. But I will get you guys 2 episodes this week, an episode before we leave next week out on our trip, and an episode while we're doing that. So you should get, in the next 2 weeks, you should get 4 episodes. So that should make up for me slacking a little bit. But let's start this live stream off the same way we usually do. Let me know where you guys are watching from and how you guys have been doing. And if I miss your comment, it goes kind of quick. Just comment it again, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What's up, Texas Inshore Angler? What's up, Malik? What's up, Michael Martinez from West Laco? What's up, man? What's up, people? And yes, wind has been terrible in Corpus. I know. We dealt with it all last week.
It was awful.
It was bad, man, but what can you do? What's up, Casey? What's up, Angel? Raul's from Edinburgh. Siri, what are you talking to me? Siri just... Yeah, you. What are you doing? Have you noticed that Siri just turns herself on occasionally? It's so weird. What's up, Florida Inshore Fishing? What's up, TXW Outdoors? We were in Rockport this past weekend, actually. Cool shirt, Cora.
Thank you.
That is a sea level apparel shirt, and you guys should. I'll just give you a little hint. There's something in the works with sea level apparel right now. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. It's really cool. It should be. I'll let you know as soon as I can about all the business dealings that are going on, but it's gonna be awesome. Angel from San Antonio, what's up? David from Rockport, Scott from Rockport, Pepe's Brownsville. What's up, Nino? Nino's in the house. What's up, Brian? San Antonio, Ozzy from Harlingen. What's up, Israel? Jay's in Houston. Houston is the house. Malik says chicken on a chain killing it here in the flats in Florida. I don't think I've ever found a place that chicken on a chain doesn't kill it.
Yeah.
Ozzy says hi, Cora.
Oh, hello, Ozzy.
If you see something, just call it out. So you're not just sitting there silently like you always do. What's up, Travis? What's up, Charles from San Antonio? Mike's from Long Island. Is it cold up there? We're heading up to the Northeast next week.
Not looking forward
and I'm not looking forward to the cold. Oh, what's up, Adrian? San Benito, Texas. Here in Corpus, wanted to do some fishing at Thresher Island, but did not bring any tackle. Thresher Island got blown out by the wind. Thresher and I went there one night. He forgot his SD card, so he couldn't even film. And when I was filming, it was literally blowing 40 to 45 miles per hour in our face. So I might throw a clip in from that in an episode, but it was brutal. Carl's checking cattle and watching the show. Awesome, man. Bull Red, oh yeah. I've got the hat for that too. I've got the same shirt. It's a pretty awesome shirt. Again, sea level apparel. Gabriel from San Juan. What's up, Colin? Have you ever fished Mud Island? I have. There's a bunch of different mud islands. It depends on what mud island you're talking about. A lot of different places are called Mud Island along the Texas coast. Brandon from Texas City. Travis from Comfort. Did y'all fish Baffin? We did not. It was blowing 30, 35 miles per hour. We did not make our way down there. We should fish sometime. Sounds good, man. Anyone else from Crystal River? Modified anglers. Here, guys, you can start now. Thanks, man. What time is it over there in Australia?
Yeah.
I have no idea what time it is, but thanks for stopping by again. Modified angler. Didn't even know about those soft baits until I started watching your channel. Cool. That's what we're kind of here for. That is what we are kind of here for. Alright, so everything's looking good. I don't think we're dropping frames. Everything is looking solid. Ray from West Laco. What's up, man? Alright, so where should we start? I guess I'll start from the beginning of the Corpus trip.
From your Tuesday night, Wednesday morning?
Yeah. Another guy likes your shirt.
Hello, James. Thanks.
So yeah, Corpus. I was in Corpus from Tuesday night to Tuesday night until Sunday night. I was down in Corpus. I didn't get down to Corpus until actually it was probably 2 a.m. Wednesday morning that I actually ended up getting into Corpus. But yeah, core fish is better than thresher fishing. Core fish is better than me, so I mean, it's not saying a lot. 35 mile in Baffin is pretty bad. Yeah, wind was so bad. It's not even funny. Anyway, guys, Mud Island off Rockport, Keel Lake. Yeah, I've fished there before. It's not a bad spot. Nice, yeah, doing remodel at the hospital. If you guys videos, you need to go to South Bay to get you on some snook there or San Martin Lake in Brownsville. That sounds awesome.
Very tempting.
I'd love to catch snook in Texas. I've never caught one in Texas. I've seen them around the jetties, and I've seen people catch them at jetties in Texas, but I've never caught one. 10 a.m. in the morning, school holidays. Give the kids a shout out. Max and Ashley or Apsley? Apsley? What's up, Max and Apsley? Team Cora in the house.
Always.
The wind doesn't start coming till end of summer. It sucks. Yeah, it's pretty much on and off. I think the biggest problem with the winds that we've been experiencing is the fact that they're not in a consistent direction. That's the hardest thing. Is we can deal with wind. There are spots that are technically wind protected, but if the wind swirls, the bait gets mixed up and the fish scatter. So it's harder to find them. But if you get a consistent wind direction for at least 2 days, then you can start to see some results from that. So that is kind of a little bit of a difficult pattern depending on swirling winds. And that's kind of what we were experiencing in Corpus. So yeah, I got there at about 2 a.m. on Tuesday night, went out with Nino Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning was definitely interesting because it rained. We got out at about 7:30 and we didn't even end up launching until about 8:30 or 9 o'clock because it was raining so much in Corpus. And the wind was probably only blowing 10 to 12 miles an hour. So it wasn't too bad, I would say. We got out, we fished. The first grass flat we hit up, Nino caught a 24-inch red, and then we caught a couple decent little trout. Then the wind started picking up and it swirled. On Wednesday, we had wind from every direction at some point. Literally every direction. It started out from the south, switched to the north, northeast, north. It literally did a circle. Within about 3 hours, we had wind from every direction, and the fish they didn't know what to do. So they just got lockjaw and wouldn't bite. We went about 4 hours without catching a fish, and then I finally, right before we were about to get off the water, we ran into a good amount of trout. So that episode should be coming up, but again, it was windy, so got a little bit of wind noise in it, even with the mics, but it still was a lot of fun. That episode's coming out. And then moved on into Thursday. Thursday, I didn't fish the morning because the morning it was blowing 20 miles an hour, and it was supposed to calm down to about 5 to 10 in the afternoon. So Thursday was my kind of started pre-fishing on Thursday. Went out and smoked some fish. Caught a lot of good fish on Thursday. Thursday afternoon fishing, again, all kayak fishing. And caught a good amount of fish Thursday, but the wind was supposed to go from 5 to 10, and it was blowing easy 20 miles an hour Thursday afternoon too. It did not die like it was supposed to. Basically, the weathermen were off by about 10 miles per hour the whole weekend. But still caught the fish on Thursday, even though it was windy. Friday, what did I do? Friday, what did I do? I went fishing with Thresher. Thresher and I went fishing on Friday, and that was brutal. It was blowing 25 to 30 miles per hour. We were even on a wind-protected spot. It was not wind-protected. Crazy stuff happened. Still caught a couple fish. It's episode worthy. We caught some good fish. Thresher caught a couple good fish. But again, Thresher's an idiot, and he wasn't recording for his 2 best fish of the day. His camera wasn't on him. So who knows if he's going to even make a video from that. And then later that night, we went and fished his rock. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I took a picture of us out there. And we went and fished his rock, and somehow, some way, he managed to forget his SD card. So we went an entire day fishing together, and I'm fairly confident he got no footage of it. You know, I did, so I'll be putting an episode out of that coming up here pretty soon. Yeah, that was Friday. Saturday, I'll get into Saturday in a little bit. I'll start answering questions here, and then I'll talk about what happened on Saturday. Ever used root beer and chartreuse? Yes, I have. And dirty water. It's a good dirty water color. Fish in Florida. We'd love to fish in Florida.
Yeah.
I'll be in Galveston all weekend. Who wants to go? Hit up Texas Inshore Angler. I'm going fishing tomorrow as well, and then probably Saturday, and then Sunday I'll be at a kayak demo day. What's the best saltwater lure for redfish? Depends on what you want to do. Topwater is my favorite to throw. What's the slot size and bag limit for Texas and red? It is 20 to 28 inches is the slot size, and the bag limit is 3 per day, and then you have 1 oversized tag per year. After you use that oversized tag, you get another one, but you only get 2 per year, and you only get 1 at a time. You have to go back and get your second one, and then you're done. 21 to 25, I believe, for redfish. No, that's not correct. 20 to 28, and you get 3 per day. What's your camera setup? It depends. I got a lot of them. GoPro Hero 3,
Yeah.
GoPro Hero Session, GoPro Hero 5 Session, GoPro Hero 5 Black, and then we've got Lumix DSLR, FMZ DMC 300.
I don't know.
Those are our cameras. Those are our cameras. Oh god, now I'm lost. It's 2 in my Florida area. Yes, I believe Florida is 2. I fished Sabine Lake Station Fort Still, Oklahoma. Cool. Sabine Lake's a good area. I just filmed an episode there not too long. Well, I just put out an episode fishing Sabine Lake not too long ago. I was in the shrimp basin there in Brownsville and saw some kayakers coming out from Brownsville Ship Channel. Damn that thresher and his island. Yeah, I mean, if I could go to a certain spot and just catch fish every time I was out there, although you'd be surprised. I say that, but honestly, with Thresher, that spot doesn't always produce. He probably fishes it twice as much as the episodes that you see, because it's got to be the right tide, it's got to be the right wind for that spot to have any fish on it. Plus, since he started doing his videos, that spot has gotten absolutely slammed with people, so it's not as easy for him to get videos out there. But it is a pretty solid spot, and it is definitely his spot, I would say that, because it's so close to him. Drawn to Water finally made a live feed. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I've been waiting for new posts. They are coming, I promise. Just like it's hot and getting better. That's what I like to hear. Brownsville Ship Channel Road. What's your jig head and weight, or does it depend on wind condition? Definitely depends on wind, tide, water conditions. If you get higher wind, you want to go up. If you're fishing deeper water, you want to go up in weight. Shallower water or on grass flats, you want to go lower, even weightless if you can. It just all depends on conditions, not necessarily anything else. My go-to size that I throw more often than not is 16th ounce. 16th ounce jig head. Favorite lure? Right now it's probably the She-Dog topwater. It's like I've always been throwing. Gonna fish Sabine anytime soon. Trout been hot. Probably going to be going out there not too long from now. Keep on Instagram and Facebook to check that out. Have you been able to get an 8.1 Concepts TX reel? If you have, do you like that ratio better than the 7.3? I don't have an 8.1. I'm not gonna get an 8.1. I've got 2 7.3s. 7.3 does pretty much everything you want. I haven't had it. I mean, 8.1 is a very fast reel. The only thing you really would want to throw with an 8.1 is probably a topwater, because when they hit it, they put a lot of slack in the line, and you're gonna want to get that slack out really quick to set the hook. But do I like that ratio better than 7.3? 7.3 you can do anything with. So 7.3 is kind of a good all-around reel. 8.1 might be a little fast to do other things with it, but that's all personal preference, how fast you reel, your traditional reel cadence and everything like that. But I like the 7.3s. put a sad face meme with your next vid just for Thresher.
Oh.
Probably should, because man, he had some camera struggles all weekend. We'll be fishing near Mustang Island this weekend. Go for it, man. Good luck. Headed to Rockport tomorrow. Tight lines. Good luck, man. Inshore Yakin. What's up, guys? I hear you about adding 10 miles per hour to the weatherman's prediction. You got to, because this weekend they were predicting 20, and it was blowing 30 to 35 sustained.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So, notice you guys use lots of bait casters. Any reason? Yeah, the only thing we throw not on bait casters is popping corks. Our spinning rods are our popping cork rods. Everything else is bait caster. Reason being, you can be way, way, way more accurate with a bait caster. That's our personal preference. I know, like the Florida guys, they only throw spinning rods. Even down south, like Brownsville guys, South Padre Island, a lot of those guys throw spinning rods. It's all personal preference, and if you don't need to be accurate, there's no need to throw a bait caster. But when you're sight fishing for redfish, when you're on a flat and you want to hit potholes, that's kind of what you want. You want something that's going to be really accurate, that you can control casting distance, and I could just be way more accurate with a bait caster. So that's kind of why I tend to use bait casters a lot more. Tino, finally made it. What's up, guys? What's up, man? Love watching you too. Thanks, Kathy. A lot of people on here fish my area, and I wonder there's no more fish to catch. They're out there, man. They are out there. How do you throw a 16th ounce lure so damn far on a bait caster? It takes practice. It takes getting used to. Set your brakes low. If you get it set up, I can do kind of a, if you want, I can do like a how I set up my bait casting reel to cast for casting distance based on what lure size I'm throwing. 16th ounce is a little bit difficult, but once you get the like right whip and you get the reel set up in the correct, like the brake set perfectly, the tension knob set perfectly, it's fairly straightforward. But if you think that someone out there is good enough to never backlash a bait caster, I'll find you someone who does. KVD will backlash a bait caster. Nobody's perfect with them, but it just takes practice. I'm fond of the top pop red and white. When are you coming back to Galveston? Well, I live here, so I'm here now. But yeah, we'll be doing more episodes around here very soon.
Within the next 3 weeks.
I'm going fishing tomorrow here, so that'll be coming out. I'm going to be fishing a catch and cook video tomorrow. Hopefully 2 catch and cook videos tomorrow.
Oh, we are.
If everything goes well, we'll be getting 2 of those. So if all goes according to plan, I'll be filming 3 episodes tomorrow. But most of the time, nothing goes according to plan, so we'll see how it works.
This is true.
Who would you pick, your fishing rods or Cora? Sorry I had to do it.
Probably fishing rods.
Nah, I would
Let's be honest.
I'd pick Cora for sure. How are those luge reels doing for you guys? Love them. And I'm actually, one of the next episodes you're going to see this week is rod and reel arsenal. I'm going to go through every single rod and reel we own, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and you guys will be getting updates on the luge, and you'll be getting an update on the TX. I'm not ready to put a full reel review out for both of those reels. I'm going to wait until after tournament season to do that, but then, you should get a little update here. Probably Sunday, I believe that video is going to be out, so be on the lookout for that. Charles Jurgens, we fished together for Derek's bachelor party at Calaveras Lake Park. You remember that? When we just smoked the redfish from the shore?
I wasn't there for Derek's bachelor party, but I remember getting the
Oh,
redfish.
not Derek's bachelor party, but
I was like, I wasn't out
not at the
there.
bachelor party, but
I remember catching
you remember
reds
when we were out with Derek
Calaveras.
catching reds on Calaveras?
Yeah,
that was
Jacob
that was
and
pre
Megan and Jake.
That was pre YouTube channel. But yeah, I do remember, man. I remember that for sure. That was a very tough day of fishing. And Derek was not in a good way. So at his bachelor party, we went out with a guy that ran like a party boat out there, pretty much, and we just fished. And Derek just slept on the front of the boat for the first like 3 hours.
Who was the bachelor? So
He was the bachelor.
gotta understand.
So, and we went pretty hard the night before. It was not easy to get up in the morning and get over there. Why don't you like the jerk shad? I just never throw it. Just don't really throw it all that much. Are you gonna do a giveaway? Yeah, the giveaway is gonna be done at the end of the video, end of the live stream, about 7:50. Fishing a tourney Saturday will be the first good weather tourney for 3 to 4 months, but the great state of Louisiana decided to divert the river into the marsh. Never good conditions for tourney fishing. It definitely makes the water a lot fresher there, but those reds don't tend to mind. They don't make sight fishing hard, but you should still have a pretty good time. It definitely isn't ideal because it's going to take them a little while to get used to the new water in there. Just playing about no fish to catch. I actually got my limit on reds last week on top waters.
Wow.
That's always fun. It's my favorite way to fish. You two ever fish Sarasota? Have not. What's up, Corey S? Thank you for subbing and linking and sharing the video. I appreciate that. When are you gonna go put more content out from POC? That's definitely in the works, but I'm gonna, again, very busy over the next couple weeks. In this summer, though, you definitely will be seeing it. I've got a couple of stuff like working out with some friends of mine that fish that area quite a bit, and we'll be doing some videos from there. Did we miss how y'all did in the tourney? We have not gotten to that quite yet. Braid pound and leader pound. 30-pound braid minimum usually, and 20 to 25 minimum on fluorocarbon leader. So in follow-up to the question about your camera setup, what is your favorite / go-to camera if you had to choose?
Which one, Andrew?
They've all got their pros and cons, to be honest. Right now, the Hero 5 Black is probably my favorite to use. The video quality is just so good with it. But the Hero 3 we've had for years and years and years, and it's never really failed us. So, but Hero 5 Black's pretty solid. If I had to rebuy one right now, though, I'd probably be the Hero 4 Black, because that's got a lot, actually, I think, better features. And my Hero 5 with the mic on it is not waterproof, so it doesn't really. So the Hero 4 would have done the same stuff. So Hero 4 is a pretty good one. I just don't have one. Does Luz make a saltwater version? They do not make a salt. They have an inshore reel that is a saltwater reel that I do have. I haven't thrown it all that much, but that Tournament Pro G that I've been throwing is not technically saltwater rated, but I just give it a light rinse when I get off the water, and I have had zero problems yet, and I've been using that thing for a couple months now. Every time I go out, it's probably my favorite one to throw. Haha, you're a real guy, Redfish Hunter. That's some real love. I thought he would say his fishing rods.
Oh.
I can get more rods.
What?
That's supposed to be like I'm being sweet. I can get more rods, but there's no other you.
Oh, that's true.
Aw, see?
So sweet.
Miss using a bait cast. You ever get the itch for using spinning reels again? You're sticking to bait casting. I have a spinning reel. I've got a couple of spinning reel setups. Again, that's my popping cork setup. That was our go-to fishing setup this weekend with the wind. Was a gulpin popping cork. That is what we had to throw. And so I did a lot of spinning reels this weekend. Any opinion on the Pelican Catch 120 yak? It looks fantastic. Never fished on it technically, but it looks fantastic, and I know a lot of people who have them that love them. So I'd say it's a pretty solid option for a starting yak, or just any yak if you want to upgrade to it. It's a pretty good yak. Pelican has impressed me lately with what they've been putting out. I went and looked at all their stuff. I met Zoffinger at the Pelican booth at the Bassmaster Classic, and those things look pretty solid. They're definitely not as badly made as they used to be. That's for sure. Cora, will you choose your fishing rods or the real guy next to you?
I choose him every day.
Yes. I was scared for a second there. How did you get into fishing tournaments? I'm a competitive guy. I mean, I fished my whole life, really, growing up and everything, and then I played soccer my whole life. I played college soccer for a while, but when I got out of that, I wanted to still be competitive in something, so I started getting more and more into fishing, and then I just decided, I'm just going to start tournament fishing because it's a lot of fun. And tournament fishing is not for everybody. I say this a lot. If you're just out there to have fun and just go out and catch fish, you don't need to tournament fish. There's no, I don't go out to tournament fish to prove that I'm a better fisherman than everybody else out there. If that's the reason why you want to get into tournament fishing, then don't even start. I like the tournament scene. I like the guys in the tournament scene, especially like the Galveston tournament scene. Everybody like knows each other, likes each other. We use the tournaments as a way of hanging out and kind of trying to one up each other. But it's more of a camaraderie thing than a I'm better than you thing. So if you're trying to get into tournament fishing just to prove that you're better than everybody, please just stay out of it. It's a fun thing for me. It's competitive. It's a way to earn money. It's just, to me, it's a lot of fun, and I use it. But again, if people take it way too seriously, which a lot of people do, and I take it seriously as well, but if you take it too seriously and you're trying to just prove that you're better than everybody, then you just become annoying, and I don't want to fish against people like that. But I really like a lot of the people in the Galveston tournament scene and in the Texas Coast tournament scene, and they're a lot of fun to do, so that's kind of why we started doing it. And she just fished her first tournament this past weekend, so we'll tell you how that went in a bit. Luce has discontinued the BB1 inshore. I did hear that. Do you use a fish finder on your kayak? I do not, because I fish really, really shallow water. Will you be at the Robstown Fishing Expo this weekend? I will not. Have you had any problems with your reels screaming when you cast them? I don't. If that happens, it's because there's probably sand. So what I would do is take the spool out, air blast it, get some sort of air blaster, and just air blast everything around it and try to get any sand or particles that were in the spool or in the gears out of there. That's kind of what I would recommend. Don't do anything crazy, just a little blast of air trying to get them out of there. What do you think of that new Concept 13? I'm not sure what you're talking about. The TX, because I've had that for a while. It's a 13 fishing Concept A, C, E, TX, Inception. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. You ever throw any bass gear like rattle traps for saltwater? I will at the jetties if I'm throwing for like kingfish or Spanish mackerel or those offshore species that come in during the summer. I'll throw rattle traps and stuff for them. Or if you're like fishing Calaveras Lake for redfish, they like rattle traps there as well. Gulps work like a champ. Yes, they do. I use a spray called Corrosion-X Academy. I sprayed it on my reels before I used in saltwater. Works really well. No rush, can build up. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. I usually don't spray anything on my reels. I just give them a light rinse after we get off the water. It has worked for us so far. What's your go-to lure after chicken on a chain? Chartreuse, gulp, swim, and mullet. I'm going to Matagorda to fish the marsh this weekend. What lures and bait should I use? Chicken on a chain, Bass Assassin, just straight retrieve is really easy. Down south has been making some good lures. You guys have seen me use those. Top waters, I like she dogs, top dogs, super spooks. That's a lot of fun to catch them that way as well. What do you think about the Feel Free Lure kayaks? Don't know much about them. Do not know much about them. And a lot of people ask me what I think about different kayaks out there. And the one thing that I do want you guys to understand is I haven't used every kayak out there. I have opinions on some of them that I have used and that I have seen. But like with the Feel Free Lure, I've never used it. I don't know much about it. But what I can say is if you're in the market to buy a kayak, and I'm going to be updating my beginner kayak videos, like choosing a kayak for kayak fishing to start out. I'm going to be doing an updated version of that here pretty soon. The one thing I can just say is make sure you do a ton of research before you go and buy a kayak. You want to know what you're buying. You don't want to just jump into it. Figure out what you want to spend. It doesn't matter what you want to spend. You could have a $300 budget. Go find the best kayak you can for $300. Get out on the water and go have fun. But just do a lot of research. There's people who have used those, like the Feel Free. There's people who have used those kayaks. They would know way more about it than I would. So that's what I would say. It'd be awesome to go wade fishing with y'all. Well, hit me up on the email, redhuntertx@gmail.com. We went out fishing a couple weeks ago with a subscriber, and that was a lot of fun. So if you guys are catching fish, if you're wade fishing, you're in our area, hit us up. If we have some time, maybe we can hook up, go out and do some wade fishing for the wade fishing series. So yeah, if you got some spots, hit me up and we'll go fishing whenever we have time. Where did you and Cora meet? Funny story.
Long story short, on a mutual friend's birthday party at a bowling alley.
Officially, yes.
Yes. We're just gonna go with that.
Wouldn't you guys like to know?
Long story short.
Yeah, now I'm just
It's
gonna...
a long time ago.
7 years? Almost 7 years? It's
Yeah.
crazy. I use 10-pound Power Pro with 20-pound fluoro from Bass Pro tied with an FG knot. Right now I went back to my CI4 2500 using an H2O. I don't know the name, but that's my go-to setup. What's your go-to setup? Oh, God. Right now my go-to setup, 7-foot medium fast action Redtail rod. It does pretty much everything I want. The Lew's Tournament Pro G is probably my go-to reel right now. I have 30-pound Suffix braid on that with 25-pound Seagar fluorocarbon leader with a double uni. FG knot's probably the best knot in the world, but I just don't have the patience to tie it. I've never had a double uni come out on me, so I just use a double uni. How shallow does a Hobie go? As shallow as you can get any kayak if you don't have the Mirage Drive in. If you have the Mirage Drive in, about a foot, but you can half pedal a Hobie even in 4 inches of water and still be moving. So you don't need to do full pedal, so you don't need full extension on a Hobie, which is why a Hobie in that sense is better than like propel drive kayaks with the spinner, with the, what do you call them? What are they called?
I don't know.
Propeller, like propeller drive with like the bike pedals. You can go reverse on those, but now the new Hobie has reverse. But when you get shallow, you can't half pedal them to keep going. You have to pull that drive out. With the Hobie, you can get it really, really shallow and half pedal and keep moving. So you can get it really, really shallow. You can get it as shallow as you want if you pull the drive out, just like any other kayak, which is why I like the Hobie, because a lot of people are like, oh, you can't get them shallow. Why would you ever use a Hobie? Well, I can get it shallow, but I can get to my spots a lot faster. And then if I want, I can pull it out and push pull just the same place you can go. So that's why I like Hobies personally. What size hooks do you normally use while fishing with live bait, and which brand? When was the last time we fished with live bait?
Well, like on a kayak, probably over a year.
Yeah, probably. When we go out with Cap Mike, we'll throw live bait just to try to maximize success. But let me think. Hook, I don't have any particular brand I get. I just get really small treble hooks for shrimp. Yeah. Get small, like size 8 treble hooks, size 6 or 8 treble hooks, maybe even 10. Really small treble hooks, hook the shrimp in the horn, throw them out there, let them do the work. You'll catch a lot of fish. Love you guys. God bless you both. Now, God has plans for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I just bought a bunch of top waters in down south. Thank you. Sounds good. When are you coming back to the Rockport area? Well, we just left there, so
probably the end of May.
Probably end of May we'll be back over there doing some filming. Matrix shad is my favorite. I've heard really good stuff. I've honestly never thrown a matrix shad. I know they work. It's just I have lures that I like throwing. Like my Bass Assassins lately have been like just killing it. So like those a lot right now. And there's a lot of lures that work out there. It's just about finding one that you have confidence in. And I've heard some good stuff about matrix shad for sure. I'm sitting here mending my cast net. That can be a pain. Have you tried Bug's trout thumpers yet? I have some and really want to try them. I have. They have some really good action. I haven't used them much, but I will be using them a lot more coming up into the future. I've had way too many reds roll on my top bars, but with very few hookups. Any tips? When you see them, don't stop your lure. Don't stop it, let them hit it, and then don't just instantly set the hook. Let them set the hook on themselves. You don't need a big hook set when fish hit the top water. If they get it, they get it. So just keep your motion, and once they hit it, just keep your motion going. They should hook themselves, and then just keep them tight. That's the best recommendation I can give for those top waters. Shout out to Cora for being less camera shy. Did you fish before you met Drew, or did he get you into it?
I probably fished a couple times with my dad or grandpa, but I don't really think we knew what we were doing.
They didn't know what they were doing.
It worked out for us whenever we did go.
Well, when did you really get into fishing?
With you.
Yeah, once we got together. Put her on a bull redfish and it was game over.
We learned a lot too. Like, we weren't the best or knew a lot when we first started. So we kind of learned and gotten better.
Hello from Galveston, West Bay. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. I got my Ascend FS12T and a Pelican on Craigslist for $600. See, that's what I'm talking about. Don't be afraid of used kayaks, people. As long as you're not getting like scammed on Craigslist, don't be afraid of used kayaks. I would be afraid of really cheap used Hobies because most of the time they end up stolen. So if you see that, be a little bit weary, but don't be afraid of used kayaks. I want to buy a kayak, but I'm scared. LO, any tips? Like I said, just do a lot of research. Figure out what's going to be best for you, what style of fishing you want to do, and what you need out of a kayak. That's the best advice I can give. Awesome, man. I'll shoot you an email to get together to go wade fishing. Sounds good, Brandon. Where's a good place to buy a used kayak online? Craigslist, honestly, is as bad as it is. TKF, Texas Kayak Fishermen, they'll have like a for sale section, and that's probably your best way of not getting scammed, is getting it on there, but not everybody puts it on there. But that's probably your best bet, is go to TKF or any of the fishing forums in the area, and you can find a used kayak on there as well. Where do you get a kayak push pour? What brand do you recommend? You can get them at tackle shops. I'm actually going to work on a DIY one. Hopefully it works really well. They're all pretty much the same. What I look for, though, is something that's lightweight and that's not going to snap, because some of them are super heavy and a pain to like move around, but I like something that's pretty lightweight. Down south lures or gulps? Gulps all day, every day. I mean, I don't throw them all the time, but if I could only throw one, I'd be throwing gulps. Now you sound like Brian McPherson with the treble hook. If you're throwing live bait, the treble hooks, the small treble hooks, the way to go. Maximize hookups. Jeff and Redfish Hunter collab. Jeff. It's Jeff.
I don't know who Jeff is.
I'm not quite. Oh, is he the what's his name? He's the guy
one
from
that
the
I was talking
tournament.
to.
Yeah. No, that guy's cool. He's chill. He fished the IFA. Maybe
If
next
that's
time we
the same Jeff.
if we're talking about that Jeff, then maybe that would be kind of fun heading down there. Have you ever used Lucky Tackle Box? I have not. I will not until, I don't know. They need to up their saltwater game before I even think about going to Mystery Tackle Box or Lucky Tackle Box. If I was gonna choose one, I'd probably choose Mystery Tackle Box because they seem to have a little bit better lures in their tackle box. But until I stop seeing them give you like 6-inch bucktail jigs that I would never use, I probably won't pick one up. Hopefully they up their saltwater game pretty soon, and then I'll start doing it. I think it'd be fun videos to put out. When are you and Thresher Fishing doing a show together? We filmed this past week. We filmed last Friday. That video will be coming out in the next couple weeks for sure. It was a brutal day, really heavy wind. Thresher screwed up and missed both of his good fish on camera, so I don't even know if he's going to end up getting a video out of it. And when we went to his rock, he forgot his SD card, so he got almost no footage from us fishing together, but I got some decent footage, so I'll be putting a show out with him here pretty soon. We fished last Friday. Andrew Forrest, new viewer here from Charleston, South Carolina. Just started kayak fishing here in the inlets, and your videos are very helpful. Keep up the great information coming. Thank you, man. Thanks for watching from South Carolina. Are y'all comfortable farting in front of each other? No, probably not.
That's so funny.
Y'all fish in the Mansfield area. I have before. Cora hasn't. I have. What I really like about Port Mansfield is the monster bucks that just chill in Port Mansfield. It's a small town, but they're just monster bucks just all chilling together. Use kayak, best place to start. It depends. Just do your research. I don't want to necessarily give a complete recommendation because there's some good kayaks out there, but just do your research. I'll probably do a video coming up here pretty soon on helping you out a little bit more on that. You ever fish Canada? I have not. I've actually never been to Canada, ever. I went out wade fishing and I kept on getting wind knots on a spinning rod. Do you know why it happens or how to stop that from happening? You probably, mono, if you use mono, you have to put it on the spool the same way it comes off the other spool. Otherwise, it twists. It has line memory, so it'll twist and you'll get wind knots. So it's probably the way you spooled the reel. He watches Offinger. I do. I watch every one of his videos. He's such a chill dude. Met him at the Classic. Talked to him for quite a while. Super awesome dude. I have a little bit of a film with him from the Classic, from the setup day of the Classic, talking to him for a while. But yeah, I do. I like his videos. Super chill guy. Just put in order for the new native Titan as mounts for 2 power poles. You have experience with them. How do micros hold up and so on? My buddies Jason and Josh on the Hobie Pro team, they both have micro power poles, and they love them. I mean, they have some issues. There are some quirks with them, but I wish I had one for sure. What's up, Saul? Greetings from Laredo. What's up, George? Redfish Killer. Tried to holla at yous when you were in Randy's past. Talked to Nino, said you guys were out pre-fishing. We were. I fished every single day, like almost all day, down in Corpus, and got my butt kicked by the wind. What's Thresher saying?
Oh, we do have his anchor. Back of your truck.
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
Modified angler heading out, guys. Great live feed. Kids Love should be out from a real Kids Love. Shout out from a real YouTube channel.
You cannot read.
I can't read today, but thanks, Modified. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, so what did he say? You were supposed to have an extra SD card for me. You said you had like 6. I did, but I didn't bring them when you forgot your SD card because I figured you were a good YouTuber and you would remember your camera equipment. And I figured you'd also remember not to leave your anchor in the back of my truck. So I do have your anchor held hostage. And how much should we charge him? Guys, how much should we charge Thresher to give him his anchor back? What do you guys think?
That's so funny. I totally forgot that was back there.
Yeah, I still have it. But I'm not mailing it because it's freaking 10 pounds.
Yeah,
so it would take so much to mail. But I'll get it back to you eventually next time we head back down there. As long as you're nice to me. Will you ever get a boat? Absolutely. Absolutely will get a boat.
One day.
Are you all fishing the Lone Star Kayak Series this month? Hope to see you guys there. I am fishing it.
I am not.
Cora probably will not be. Y'all should come to California and catch some big tuna. That would be fun. When are you going to kayak fish in Bayou Vista? I go there a lot in my kayak. We used to fish there quite a bit. Don't do it much anymore. He has showed love how he lives on his boat. I would love to live on a boat.
With his dog?
With his dogs. His dogs are so cool. BTB? Might do a little bit of BTB this year for sure. We'll see. Heading to the Packer Channel next weekend. Any tips for reducing snags? No. If you fish a jetty, you got to bring a lot of terminal tackle. There's no secret to not getting caught on the rocks. Because if you're not catching rocks, you're probably not catching fish. Right now, sheepshead are biting on the jetties. So live shrimp, free line live shrimp near the rocks. Hopefully you get bit before you get hung up. That's the only thing I can really say. Fishing jetties is definitely not easy. You're going to lose gear, but it can be. You can catch a lot of nice fish off jetties. My kayak from Dick's Sporting Goods was a good starter kayak. It's like Eagle Talon 12, $550 and super stable. There you go.
Nice.
Sounds awesome. Saltwater Killer TX, shout me out. What's up, man? What's a good way to find good grass flats? Google Earth. Look for grass on Google Earth. As soon as Thresher came in the mix, my live feed messed up. Well, way to go, Thresher. Way to go. A drone. A drone's a pretty good idea, too. Will you fish me in Bayou Vista? I haven't been there in a while, man. I already got another 10-pounder rigged up. Put that baby on eBay. You'll get at least $1,000. I should have had you autograph. I should have had you autograph your anchor and then stolen it like I did, but it doesn't have an autograph. All right, so if you guys, here's the thing. I have it. If anybody wants Thresher's, anchor, it's 100% legit Thresher's anchor. I'll sell it for.
You're so rude.
$150. Let's see, or let's just start the bidding. $1. Bid is started at $1, and it's got to at least cover shipping. So $1.
Which is gonna be like $30.
Where's the Lone Star Kayak Series tournament? You can fish anywhere in Texas, I believe, or maybe it's north of the river, but it is based out of Hitchcock, Texas, or Galveston area. Where are some good fishing spots in Galveston? Depends on what you want to do. I would pick up a hook and line map to try to find some good spots. About to cross Galveston Ferry. That's a long ferry, but it's kind of cool being on it. East or West Bay or neither. LL. I fish West a lot more than East. A lot more than East. Give you a nickel, Thresher. We're up to a nickel, guys. So how did you guys do? I know the winds was bad. Went out Saturday, didn't do so well. High tide, strong winds sucked. All right.
So we should probably get on the.
Need to autograph it, Thresher. Yeah, I'm gonna go through these real quick, and then we're gonna talk about the tournament. Need to autograph it, Thresher. What's your rig for sheepshead? I have trouble feeling their bite. Free line live shrimp, small treble hook. If you're on a jetty, if you're near pylons on a kayak, you can just use a weight, drop it straight down near the pylons. Same kind of rig. Or you can use little crabs as well. I want to buy a new bait casting combo, but should I spend more on my rod or reel? I would probably spend more on your. I'd probably spend more on your reel, but you definitely don't want to put it on like a crappy rod because you don't get the sensitivity. But at first, I'd probably spend more on your reel than your rod, and then upgrade your rod later on because you don't want to be fighting a reel the whole time. It's easier to deal with a cheaper rod than it is to deal with a like really cheap reel, in my opinion. Snack City at the jetties always use a free line weight rig to Carolina rig. I'll take the weight off your hands for a Stripes taco. Ooh. Ooh.
Food.
Ooh. Stripes taco is currently leading. Uh-oh, Mike McDonald said $10 though. Get the 6 stick from Favorite, got mine and I love it, $150. I picked up the 6 stick. The rod seems decent. I mean, it's a bass rod and bass reel. It's freshwater. I would not take it in saltwater. But that reel looks a little clunky, just a little clunky to me. But hopefully you like it. I hope you enjoy that rod and reel. Thresher versus Texas Redfish Hunter, who wins 12 rounds? Like I said, he's a lot taller than me. He's a giant. So just depends. I think I'm scrappier. I think I'm a scrappier fighter. But why not auction off a trip for charity? I mean, that's pretty cool. Might do that. I just don't know if I have time. But definitely something that could happen in the future. Brandon says $15. $15 is the new bid. Brandon Hobbs. It's a 10-pound weight, so it's worth like $10. Because usually weights go for about $1 a pound, so it's worth about $10.
A large pizza with any topping sold. Pizza.
What any place we want, then Malik's in the lead. Large pizza, any toppings. All right, guys. Now I guess we'll talk about our tournament. We'll do the giveaway, and then we'll head out. How does that sound?
Yeah, because I'm hungry for pizza now.
Yeah, sounds about right. But so yeah, guys. Basically, here's how the tournament went. Saturday we fished 2 different spots trying to get out of the 40-mile-per-hour wind. Got blown out of both of them. The second spot, fishing straight into a 40-mile-per-hour wind. We were supposed to be on a wind-protected shoreline. There is no such thing as wind protection when the wind's blowing 40 miles an hour. There's nothing you can do. We ended up catching 2 reds, and she caught a ladyfish. So we grinded all day for 2 redfish and a ladyfish. So it was definitely a grind for sure. Then tournament day rolled around. We fished a pretty good honey hole that we know of that I had pre-fished a couple days before. I knew there were good reds in the area. I knew there were good trout in the area. I knew I could probably my hope was that I could put together about 45 inches. For those of you guys who don't know about the IFA, it is redfish and trout, and it's a length tournament. So you have to catch a keeper red, a keeper trout, and then it's total length to win. Didn't quite know. I figured this spot could produce about 45 inches. Pre-fishing, I'd caught about 46 to 48 inches there pre-fishing. So I knew it had quality fish that could probably make money there. It was definitely cloudy in the morning, a little bit of like kind of a rainy mix early in the morning, and the wind was howling out of the southeast. With a lot of east in it. We were fishing like straight into the wind. There was no getting out of it, so I figured we're just going to fish in the wind. We're just going to deal with it. And if we didn't have Hobies, we wouldn't even have been close to being able to fish that.
Yeah,
But I was in the Pro Angler 14. She was in the Outback. If we didn't have those kayaks, we would have been miserable out there. But we ended up making it fishable. My plan at the beginning, like I said, you needed a redfish and a trout. What I wanted to do, because last year I caught my redfish, but I didn't get my trout. And I didn't want that to happen this year. And this was her first tournament ever. And so basically my plan was I knew where the redfish were. I knew where they were going to be. I was going to make, it was about a 1.5 mile paddle to that redfish spot. And my plan was launch right in the morning, go get a redfish, catch a red, get that on the board, and then focus the rest of the day on catching a trout and just hope you get 2 fish. Our goal going in was just 2 fish each. Not necessarily making money, just go out there, have fun, get the fish that we needed. So that was the plan. We're going to head going straight into the wind. So we're paddling straight into a 30-mile-per-hour wind. It's a grass flat. It's a grass flat the whole way out to our redfish spot. So we're fishing spoil islands for our redfish, shallow. That's where these redfish were. It was a basic pattern. The trout were in potholes on the flats. The redfish were shallow on sandbars and on spoil island banks. That's just where these fish were, and I knew that's where they were. It was basic pattern. So we were heading shallow. And to get out to our spot, we're crossing a big grass flat. So I wanted to keep pedaling, keep moving in the right direction, but throwing a popping cork into the wind. So we basically pop and cork our whole way across the flat, see if we couldn't pick something up on the way to our redfish spot, which is definitely a good thing. And another good reason to have a Hobie, because if we didn't have a Hobie, you have to paddle straight, you can't, no casts in, and if you're paddling into the wind, you paddle, by the time you make a cast, you're blown all the way back to where you started. So it's not doable if we're not in a Hobie. So the Hobie was definitely needed. And so we went out, we're throwing the popping cork. On my first cast with the popping cork, as soon as we got on the flat, I got smoked. Didn't get that fish, threw the cast out again to the same pothole, hooked up, like on our way to the redfish spot, second cast on the flat, hooked up, 16-inch trout. Boom, I'm on the board. 10 minutes into the tournament, I'm on the board. I'm happy. I'm going to fish redfish. I was like, holy crap, I didn't even know if I'd be able to catch keeper trout at this spot. Ended up smoking them right off the bat. Started heading towards the redfish spot, basically these spoil islands. There was a sandbar in the middle of the flat. So the flat's about 3 to 4 feet deep, the whole flat. There's a sandbar that's about a foot deep. And I told Cora, I was like, I know it's a very small sandbar. It's literally just a circle sandbar hump in the middle of the flat. And I told Cora, I was like, all right, I know there's just this little hump, this little sandbar in the middle of the flat. Let's detour there. Let's go there. Let's see if there's a redfish on it. So we make our way that way before we get to the spoil islands. I make one cast onto the sandbar. Boom, 20.5-inch red on the board. I've got both my fish. It's not even 8 a.m. I've got 2 fish on the board. I'm pumped at this point. I knew the trout were on the flat. I knew the redfish were shallow. Everything was working out at this point. And now I had 2 fish by 8 a.m. The rest of the day I was like, I can just sit here and upgrade. We started making our way towards another little island in the middle of the flat. I knew it could hold some redfish. We had a slick pop up. I smelled the slick, watermelon smell from trout. The slick popped up right in front of us. Cora and I both casted into it. She popped an 18-inch trout. I popped a 17-inch trout. So now she's on the board with a good trout. I upgraded mine to about 17. I think they measured it in at like 16 3/4. So we're both on the board with trout at this point. I've got a decent enough trout. And now I'm just like, all right, I'm going to sit here and try to catch as big a red as possible as I can the rest of the day. We got to our spot. I had the camera boat on me at the redfish spot. So the camera boat for the IFA like TV show was on us at this point. I slammed 2 reds as soon as we get over to our redfish spot. They were like 19 3/4 and like 20 inches. They were not an upgrade for me, but I slammed 2 reds right off the bat with the camera boat on me, so that was pretty cool. And then we just sat there at that point behind the spoil islands and caught 10 to 15 redfish, but they were all small, 16 to 19 inches. A couple days before, they were all 24 to 25 inches. Something happened, the big ones moved out, the small ones moved in, and we just sat there just slaying dinks. Couldn't find the bigger fish. Moved off that spot, wasn't catching anything for about 2 hours. Decided to make, before we headed back to weigh in, she still didn't have a redfish.
Yeah.
Decided to go back to the point where all the redfish we caught were. I made my way around the windblown side of the spoil island. She fished the same side that we fished coming in. I slammed another 20.5-inch red, and then I hear her from the other side. She slammed like a 23-inch red. So she got her redfish. She now had 18-inch trout, 23-inch red. I had 17-inch trout and like 20.5-inch red. So, needless to say, she beat me.
Yeah. It was very exciting.
First tournament, and that's all we wanted. We wanted 2 fish. So that's kind of what we wanted. Going in, that's what we were looking for. We were just looking for 2 fish. The pattern was there. The spot was there. We caught a bunch of fish all day. We had a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Other than the wind. It was
Other than the wind. We were fighting
fun.
a 20 to 30 mile per hour wind the entire time. So it was definitely beautiful. Not beautiful. It was the opposite of beautiful. 20 to 30 mile per hour and in our face the whole time. It was brutal. It was definitely brutal. But she got me. She caught it. And then I was just like, she had like around 41 inches. I didn't know if that was going to be enough to make money. I knew I wasn't going to make it. I only had like 37, 38, somewhere in there. So we decided to make our way back and just had fun, with the tournament. Couldn't find those bigger fish, but the pattern was there. We caught fish all day. We had fun. How would you say your tournament experience was?
I'm looking forward to the next one. So I had a lot of fun. I don't know about pre-fishing for 5 days like Drew did, but pre-fishing the day before was good enough.
Even though pre-fishing the day before was brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal, but yeah, we had a lot of fun. But it was definitely a fun day of catching, but we didn't find necessarily the size that we needed to win the tournament. She ended up coming 15th, 14th or 15th. I ended up coming 19th, I believe. So she missed the money by an inch.
Yeah.
She missed making money in her first tournament ever by 1 inch. So that close to her making money. I was about 4 inches, 5 inches off of money. But she was 1 inch off. So close. But we had a lot of fun, like I said. The guy who won it ended up catching like a 30-inch red and a 24-inch trout. Just freaking smoked him.
Yeah.
54 inches. That's just incredible. It's just a really good day of fishing. But yeah, that was our tournament. Unfortunately, with the 30 mile per hour wind, both the pre-fishing day before and the tournament day, we did not film those 2 days. We wanted to just enjoy her first tournament, and filming in a 30 mile per hour wind on top of trying to fish a tournament is just really, really, really difficult. The wind noise would have been ridiculous, so I just decided we'd kind of do this. We'd talk about, what we did and how it went. How many anglers were there? There were, I think, just shy of 70. So 15th and 19th, not too shabby. Definitely in the top 15 to 20% of the field, I would say. So,
Yeah.
or 20 to 25%. So we're in the top quarter of the field, which for her first tournament is awesome. Definitely awesome. The student has surpassed the teacher. I knew, like, letting her start to fish tournaments, she would end up beating me, like, absolutely. So, what can you do? Awesome, Cora. Good job, Cora. Yay, Cora.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Cora, doing it for the gals.
I'm trying.
But don't you beat him on a regular basis? I mean, that's nothing new. Absolutely. See, Sean, that's my exact point. Is I don't know why I let her start fishing tournaments with me, because I knew she would beat me. Like, I absolutely knew she would beat me. But like I said, if she starts bringing home money, then I'm good with it. I'm good with it. And she enjoyed it. So that was the best part. Is, again, tournament fishing, yeah, it's about, going out there competing and trying to win money, but it's also a lot of fun. And as for the fun, we had a lot of fun. So that's what I like about tournament fishing is the people and just going out there and having fun and having a chance at winning a good amount of money. So, oh my Lanta, good job, Cora. Dustin says, like watching videos, y'all are awesome. I appreciate that. Mad Skills, you too. I appreciate it. That is great. Everyone hit the thumbs up. Yes, Chris. Everyone listen to Chris. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. That makes us feel really good. It helps getting the video out there more. Share it. We've grown so much over the last couple months. We're over 11,000, almost 11,400. Like, we've grown substantially over the last couple months. You guys are awesome, absolutely awesome. We couldn't do this without you, and we really appreciate it for sure. We wouldn't be where we are without you guys. So, does her shirt say Redfish instead of Red Bull? It says Bull Red instead of Red Bull, and it's got Redfish.
Yeah, instead of the bull.
That is Sea Level Apparel. You can get that at sealevelapparel.com. And again, I'm going to give you guys a little hint. We've got something in the works with Sea Level Apparel, and you guys might be getting some cool stuff pretty soon. So be on the lookout. It should be coming very, very soon. I finally got the deal worked out right. The business side of everything worked out right. It's going to be awesome. And I will let you guys know on social media and on YouTube as soon as that stuff is completely worked out. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that, because I know I am. And I think you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to leave a little bit of anticipation there. Did y'all enter the Star Tourney already? Have not entered it yet, but we definitely will be. We fish too much, and if I caught a tagged redfish and I wasn't in the Star Tournament, I would never forgive myself. It's the guide's job to let the client catch the big ones. I'm not a guide. I want to beat her. Don't get it twisted. She beats me way too much. If I go out fishing with her, I want to beat her. That is without a question. That is what I want to happen. We're having our first tournament starting tomorrow. What tips can you give? Just have fun. Just go out there and have fun with it. Don't get frustrated. Don't try to go out there and prove anything. Just go out there and have fun and enjoy it. And if you end up making money, end up making money. Don't get into tournament fishing for the wrong reasons. Just try to enjoy it. And if you're not enjoying it, don't do it. Don't ruin fishing for yourself. Which is why a lot of people say don't become guides. If you love fishing, don't become a guide, because then it becomes a job. You know what I mean? So some people love being guides and love fishing and love doing all that. Some people hate it, and it ends up making them hate fishing. So if you're not enjoying it, don't do it. I definitely recommend trying it, but if you're not enjoying it, don't continue to do it. That's my best that I can give. Best advice. Great job, guys. Enjoy y'all's videos. Thank you. Baffin Addicts, Jetpack, or Baffin Bay. Good luck, man. Good luck. Would you recommend Hobie Outback or FS 128T?
Hobie Outback.
Hobie Outback, 1,000 billion%. They're definitely way more expensive. They're double the price for even a used one. But if you can afford it, there's no question you'd go Outback. That's why I bought an Outback. I don't have an FS 128T anymore. Sold it, got an Outback. Never looking back. Don't get me wrong. I like the FS 128T. I think it's a great starting yak, but there's no comparison to the Hobie Outback. Or pro angler or anything. Like I've said, definitely learned a few tips from y'all that are legit. Thank you. That's kind of what we're trying to hear. Congrats. Thank you, man. I started yak fishing because of you guys. Y'all are awesome. And see, that's what we kind of wanted. That's kind of what we wanted to do.
Excuse you. Oh my gosh. Who are you?
But yeah, that's kind of what we wanted to do with the YouTube channel, is kind of get more people into the sport, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos, because we enjoy making them. All right, it's been an hour, so who's ready for a giveaway? I think we're ready for a giveaway. Let's see. What can we do? We're gonna give away a hat. Pick up a green hat. We're gonna give away a green hat.
Behind us now, because I moved them. They're on the eddy. Because they were in my way. Next one.
That hat right there.
Put it in your mouth.
It's not in my mouth. It's just right here. Unless you want it. I don't know. And if you guys want me and Cora to sign it, let me know. If you win it, let me know. Cora and I will sign it for you. Or if you just want to be able to wear it, then... Actually, how about this? We're going to sign one. Both of us are going to sign one and send it out to you. And then we're going to give you one that we don't sign so you can wear it. Because I've got a couple more back there.
Yeah.
Does that sound good? Are we good with that? I think everyone's good with that. What's in the tumbler? A little bit of Crown, a little bit of something else. It's pretty good. Really glad to see y'all doing this as a couple. That's what we're doing it for. It's a lot of fun. Everyone's saying, I'll get that one. It's my color. It matches my logo. I am. Cool. Hook it up. Autographed. Yes, yes, yes. Need to make sure you sign it. Will do. Yes, sign it. I'd wear it anyway. Yes, deal. Alright, guys. I think we're good with that. I'll send two. I'll send one that we sign, and I'll send one that you can wear. And this one you can, save it and sell it on eBay for $2.
Don't sell it.
I'll wear the signed one. Oh, well, there you go. All right. Another green hat. My husband stole mine.
Oh.
You won the last giveaway. He took it? Man, that sucks. All right. So, Cora's going to ask a question.
No. Okay. I've got a question.
And make it better be a good one.
Can I tell it to you
Yeah.
before? Like,
Or who makes that one?
okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm
do
not.
it. Do it.
Which company makes my shirt that I'm wearing? Answer.
You gotta show it.
Well, they should already know if they've been on.
Yeah. But
Who makes
what
this
company makes this shirt? Probably a little bit of a lag, so we'll wait. Everyone's ready? Yes, more than the anchor. Yeah, they want the hat more than the anchor. Weather was great today. It was pretty good. Wind kind of died down a little bit. All right, let's see. Real Outfitters, not correct. Nope. Nope, not being boozled.
Michael Martin.
Michael Martin, Sea Level. It is Sea Level Apparel. You are correct. So,
Good job.
Michael Martin, what I want you to do now is put your email in the chat. We will write it down.
Give me a paper.
We will
Thank
write
you.
it down, and I will get your contact information, and you will win it. It is Sea Level Apparel. A lot of you guys are getting it right.
Good job. Good job,
Good
you
job.
guys.
Everyone's saying sea level, so I mean, you guys are definitely on the right track. Sea Level Apparel is definitely the one who is doing this shirt and something else in the works in the future, and it's going to be awesome. So yeah, you guys are awesome. Definitely, there it is. Got it, Michael. Thank you. Good try, Tino. Damn these slow fingers. Sorry, man. Thanks, guys. First live I've been to. Thanks for the tips and laughs. Appreciate it, Adrian. Thanks for stopping by. Yay, super stoked. Thanks for stopping by, Michael. You deserve it. Deserve it for sure. Come on now, I was like right after him. A lot of people were. Just keep. We're gonna be doing a lot of probably every live stream. We'll probably try to do a giveaway. I'm really bad about taking like 2 weeks to send these things out, but all of the giveaways have been out and people have been liking them. So hey, quit bending my hat. You don't like bent hats? I bend them all the time. This is pretty entertaining. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. Woo, you are all winners. Yes, you guys are all winners. You guys are all winners. Another question. Hello, this thing is lagging. Well, that's the thing, is some people have to like refresh their feeds.
Oh, don't spam him.
Yeah,
That's mean.
That's mean. What's up, Chris? Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for stopping
The
by.
next live stream.
Next live stream.
We'll be out of town.
We leave. Okay, we're going to Boston next Thursday, and we won't be back until the following Wednesday. So we're going to the Northeast for the Boston Marathon. Her dad is running it. We're going to run the 5K, or we're going to attempt. I'm going to attempt to run the Boston Marathon 5K. I've run a half marathon before. I'll be all right. So probably after that, we'll be back the Wednesday. Maybe try to do it the Thursday. That Thursday night.
We can do Thursday night.
So let me try to say this. As of now, the next live stream is going to be Thursday the 20th.
Yeah.
Right? Thursday the 20th at 7 p.m. is going to be the next live stream. So that's kind of when the next one will be. Hopefully, I'm like I said, I'm trying to get a video out hopefully either tomorrow or Saturday, another one like Sunday or Monday, and then we'll do another one for when we leave for Boston. You should have 2 episodes hopefully come out while we're gone in Boston. So I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks you get 4 episodes out. Arega Films, $10.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. You didn't put a message. If you donate money, you get a message. So if you want something that you really want to say, you can donate, and then you get your message read. But I really appreciate that. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Arega Films, You are the man. Really appreciate that. It really, and everything that goes in, I hope you guys know this, everything that we get through YouTube goes back into the channel, goes back into trips, goes back into fishing, goes back into making videos. It all goes back to you guys pretty much for making this. So thank you for helping us continue to make videos. It means a lot. Thank you guys. Make a fishing video somewhere in Boston. I don't have any travel rods, and Cora would probably kill me if I tried to film, or if I tried to like video.
We're going for my dad, so it's all about my dad.
Well, let's just put it this way. If any of you guys are in Boston, hit me up, and if we have like a couple hours, you can take me around and maybe catch some fish. Sounds good. Email me, redhuntertx@gmail.com if you live in Boston, because I would love to do it. See you later, man. See you guys, peeps. Send one for the gals. Fishing dock's a good technique for catching reds during the summer. Not usually. Not usually a great technique for redfish. If you're in Florida, it's a good technique for snook and barracuda. Later, Sean. Thanks for stopping by. When's the next Thresher Texas Redfish collaboration? Should be coming out in the next couple weeks. We filmed on last Friday. Arega Film says, I'll buy the hat. Go ahead and email Nino@redtailrods.com. And we'll get that one out. You should take Blair Wiggins fishing. I hope he would take me fishing.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
But to take me
Can you do a bloopers video? We have a lot of them. It just takes a long time to edit. So yeah, guys, we're about to head out. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you, Mike, for saying we're worth $1 million. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. What are y'all gonna do there? Have a Boston Bean Boozle party? Well, that would be pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Alrighty, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your continued support. New videos coming out very soon. Thank you for your patience. Anything else?
We'll get this hat out.
We'll get that hat out to you, buddy. Alrighty, man. We'll see you guys next time. I don't know how do I exit this thing again? Oh, there we go. Peace.